Who is she? What I do not want you to do is I do not want you to sit there at your office and snap all the split ends off, because that makes it worse. Don't do that. Can you hear me? I feel a little bit awkward because Danny is literally sleeping right there. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so first of all, who am I with this pin straight hair? Look how long it is. So what I wanted to talk about today is cutting my own hair. Disclaimer, I am a professional hairstylist. I've been doing this for 12 years, but I want to show you guys how to cut just your split ends. That way you can get through and not have to get haircuts so often if you're trying to grow it. This will in turn help it. Now, I'm gonna explain split ends a little bit. I'm gonna insert some pictures here so you can see exactly what they look like, but it looks like an actual split at the end of your hair, or it looks like a little ball. That's a start of a split end. The bad thing about split ends is they don't just stay at your ends. They're going to keep splitting, and they are eventually going to break because they're going to be very weak. That is going to make your hair not grow. And that is why people say to get your hair trimmed every 6 to 8 weeks in order to let it grow. Really what you need to be doing is just making sure that you're taking care of the hair that you have, split ends, and your scalp. I'll get more into that in the next video, but for this video, I really want to dive deep into how to cut just your split end. If you guys can see, okay, there's a little bit of fraying at the end of my hair. I don't know if you can specifically see the split. There are a couple splits in there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go piece by piece and just cut off the split only. Things that you're gonna need: a brush. I use wet brush, it's way easier on your hair. This is very dusty, I'm sorry guys, it's just what I got. A comb, clip, and a pair of hair cutting shears. I would not suggest, please use hair cutting shears. You can find cheap ones at Walmart. You don't have to get really fancy ones. Even the cheap ones are going to be better than just using your kitchen shears or craft shears. They're not going to leave a harsh line, and they're going to cut your hair smoothly. Please, if you take anything away from this, just get those. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to split our hair in half. Brush it out. And this is probably not the only way to do it, guys, but this is just how I do it, and this is what works for me. We're going to go all the way to the ends of our hair. Pinch it between your fingers like this. We're not cutting all of this off. We're gonna start cutting, and I'm either going to cut in a point cutting motion like this. We're just gonna cut literally the tips of our hair. I don't know if you can see how little I'm taking. This isn't gonna affect your length. No one is going to notice that I took really anything. And that's all I'm gonna cut on this side. Same thing on this side. All the way to the bottom. And we're gonna do the same thing. Just cutting the very little teeny ends of your hair. Don't cut very much. Okay, see how the ends, you can't even tell that I cut anything? Like I said, we're just cutting the splits. This is not a haircut. This is just a split end trim. So now we're gonna go through piece by piece. We're gonna take a section. You're gonna go from your ears straight back. There's a bone on the bottom of your head called your occipital bone. Well, it's kind of in the middle. It's right there. And we're gonna clip this piece up. We're gonna essentially do the same thing, but a little bit more detailed. We're gonna literally just nip the very ends of your hair. You can look through, and if you see any of those little balls on the ends of your hair, just cut them off because they're not going to serve you any purpose. Second trick that I have for cutting split ends, we're gonna just put all of our hair to the side, and then we'll do the other side. Twist your hair. And then once you start getting to the end and you see these little pieces popping out, usually those are split ends. Yeah, these definitely are. I can see the little balls of the end. Just cut those little pieces that popped out. That That looks so much better. What I'm gonna do for time's sake is I'm actually gonna tie off what I've already done so I don't redo it, because I'm gonna go through each section of my hair the same way. This time we're gonna go from the temples straight back. Looks pretty good. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing and we're gonna twist our hair. It doesn't super matter which direction you twist your hair. You're just looking for those little pieces that pop out. See them. And we'll do this side. There's a lot less on this side than there is on that side. You guys ever see that split end cutter goes through your hair and cuts just the split ends off? Has anyone ever tried that? So comment down below if it works, because I am really curious about it. I don't think it would work, but maybe it does. Section this off. All right, next section. You know what? I'm just gonna leave this in one section. My hair's too fine. Real talk, I have a lot of gray hairs. What is happening? Look at how long my layers are literally all the way down to here, except for these front curtain bang things I had at one point. Okay, this needs some help. I'm gonna cut a little bit more off this because I'm not afraid to go in there, because this isn't my length, this is my layers. All right. For some reason also, this side of my hair always grows longer and thicker than this side. I haven't had my hair cut in a really long time. Look how much I just chopped off that side. Look how much longer this side is still. I'm gonna show you another trick really quick. We're gonna take the top of our hair. This is if you want like a light layering. Okay, brush it all straight up. I know you guys can't see this, but it's straight up. I've got it pinched and I'm not losing tension on that. See how this comes to a peak right there? We're gonna take that peak off if I can see. Okay, I can see through here. This is so ghetto. We're literally just going to I thought I heard the baby crying. And then we're gonna do the same thing, bring it forward. I'm literally going to take off that. We're not losing any tension in our hands here though. All right, I can tell it's better because the brush just goes through. Back to what we were doing. So that got a lot of those splits off, but we're still gonna go through each side with our little twisty thing and make sure that we don't have any splits in the middle of our hair. This right here is popping out because those are my curtain bangs. That's not split. So just kind of know if you have bangs and it starts splitting early on, probably not your splits, it might be your fringe. We only have a couple through here. We're just gonna quickly go through that. Oh my gosh, it's so much better. Okay. I feel like I'm whispering because Dan is literally sleeping right next to me. Be careful when you do this, guys, not to pull one of those. Even that little bit just makes such a big difference. I'm really trying to grow out these bangs. I hate them. It feels so much better. And look, no length gone at all. Ooh, yes, I love it. This feels great. Comment down below if you guys are gonna try this out at home and let me know how it turned out and what you think. But in my next video, maybe actually 2 videos from now, I'm gonna be talking about other tips on how to grow your hair out and what actually works, daily habits that you can use to grow your hair. So if you're looking to grow your hair, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when that comes out. In the meantime, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.